good guys aren't really performing. I mean,
Vlad is good.
Vladdy's good, but he's nowhere near the MVP number last year, and that's to be expected. Let's be real, he was special last year.
Yeah, but also. Hello everybody, what's going on? Chris here with Daniel, and we're back with another Baseball Blue Jays 450 Dead Center video.
Solid, Chris.
Thanks. I tried.
No,
Baseball's... What's not solid?
Jays offense right now.
No, it is probably the opposite of solid. Granted, it's still above league average, which, I mean, that just goes to show how bad the baseballs are this year. But baseball...
What is with that? Why are they deading the balls again? Like,
because MLB is stupid, okay? Let me tell you, I have a theory, okay? MLB's like, so, offense, not good. They're like, that's what they're thinking. I'm like, wow, these guys are stupid, dumb, like absolute dumb. But then, they saw in 2019, every team broke home run records. You know what's crazy? What happened in 2019? The average watch of baseball or whatever went up. Now, average watch of baseball, I guess, is still going up because of after post-lockout and all that. But now it's boring to watch, so they're losing ratings throughout the game. So, I don't know what baseball's doing here, man, but they're doing the opposite of what people want to see.
I mean, they're bringing back the dead ball, which kind of sucks. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta have juice balls like we had in the past, but like I enjoyed watching people hit triples and doubles.
Yeah, I like doubles and triples, but then like you can still get that if you hit a ball, and then just say you hit one actually good, it goes out, because that's what happens when you hit a ball good. It goes out. And like we saw this year so far, that some people are having like what's a good launch angle, like 16 or something, and they're hitting it like 114 miles an hour off the bat, and it's a fly ball to the warning track. Like any other year besides this year, those are gone. But this year, they're not gone. So MLB is clearly doing something.
I bet you they bring juice balls for the playoffs. Because they always do.
I
noticed in the playoffs, the home run numbers like skyrocket.
Yeah, it's kind of funny also. Sunday Night Baseball, when majority of like the best ratings for baseball, all of those games have been high scoring. And all of those games, those balls are surprisingly going out. So why not just throw that in for the rest of the league? I'm just saying, like... It makes no sense, especially, Jays, we never get Sunday Night Baseball, so why should the Yankees or Dodgers or the Braves, whatever, get a Sunday Night Baseball game every Sunday, and then we'll just sit here with nothing?
I mean, you're totally right on the button with it. Like, I know we were supposed to talk about the Jays offense in this video, but I think we should just talk about this dead ball stuff, because this is huge, really, in baseball right now. And you're right, it is unfair that certain teams and certain games get the juiced balls because they want to capitalize on the opportunity. Like, why not just give it to all the...
Yeah, I'm not saying that's a confirmed fact, though, but the stats are kind of pointing it to that direction.
I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure I read something or that someone leaked that works with MLB saying that there's different balls that are used for Sunday Night Baseball compared to a Saturday night game.
Nice. And also I saw when Alek Manoah was pitching, he said that all the balls are slightly different. Like some have higher seams, some have like lower seams. I don't know what you are. If you pitch, do you like higher seams or like lower seams? Because I like lower seams. I don't know. I feel weird with high seam, but it's weird to have to adjust like that mid-game.
I mean, well, I don't really pitch.
Yeah, so, no, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. I know as of my perspective as like a fielder, I like the higher seams just because it's easier to grip.
Yeah, like I noticed like when I pitch sometimes like higher seams give you slight blisters on your fingers. Not a lot, but like you can feel it like when it rubs off your hand.
I mean, like if they do have different kinds of seams this year, I mean that would account for why we haven't seen, knock on wood, that many blisters. You know what I mean? Like I haven't heard pitchers go down because of blister injuries this year. It's always been because of A, their arm, or B, something like a quad or a hamstring or a groin, something along that line.
Yeah, like we saw back in like 16 and 2017, like blisters were killing pitchers like Aaron Sanchez and all that, and now they're not. But today, this video is not about the balls, I guess a little bit about the balls, but like it's about the Jays offense, because it is currently May 12th right now, and the Jays are on a 4-game losing streak, and their offense still hasn't really heated up yet or started to get going. Like it's got going a little bit in the first inning, but that's it. So I want to get your opinions on that.
I mean, well, we've obviously contributed. A bunch of it is probably due to the baseballs. Like, let's be real,
I
it
agree.
plays some effect to it. It's probably not the main thing,
Yeah, yeah, agree. But still,
but
like the other
it's
team would
definitely
have
a
the balls
factor.
too if they like.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a factor. It's not the all end all, but it is a factor. Personally, I think they're just slow. I think just the shortened spring training kind of screwed them. I
Mm-hmm.
think. I mean, it is stereotypical that pitchers are always ahead of hitters, right?
Yeah.
In May and in April and May.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping it's just that. But I mean, like they're not really hitting the ball hard.
Yeah, but no,
That's
they.
what's worrying me is that they're
Yeah.
not hitting the ball hard.
Yeah, and it's not really looking good for us. Like if you look at like BABIP, which is batting average on like balls and play and all. Let me just whoop up the stats here real quick.
Go
The
ahead.
Jays currently are 17th, which is just slightly below average on batting average on balls and play, which does mean we've gotten quite unlucky. And I guess maybe next year, I don't want to go into next year, but next year, if they remove the shift, every team will be up in that circumstance. But really, right now for the Jays, it's hitting with runners in scoring position, and I think we have
Yes.
like the lowest since what 2004 or something like that.
I mean, you are right. It's since 2004, 2002, or something like that. But you're right. It is runners in scoring position. It's like
Hmm.
I said, they're not hitting the ball hard, and when they hit the ball hard, it's just solo home runs. Like that's it. They're
Yeah,
literally living and dying by the solo home run ball.
which is
And we
not
saw
good.
what that happened to a Jays team in the past. That's how the 2015 Jays were. They lived and died by the long ball.
Hmm. Like,
And all of a sudden, they go to KC, where one, it's a huge park, and two, the pitchers know how to pitch. Get
hmm.
kicked out. It's that simple.
Yeah, and like I'm not just saying this as the Jays, as a big Jays fan, like we're still, like I said, above league average in terms of hitting, and we also have had one of, if not the hardest schedules so far, facing really good pitching. Like the Yankees pitchers have been phenomenal this year. Like Houston's always got good pitchers. We played them twice. We played the Yankees 3 times. Red Sox have been kind of bad this year, but other than that, we've played like some very good teams.
But you can't really like attribute like these
Exactly. I
guys are
know. I know.
MLB. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I get where you're coming from. It'd be it's the numbers are obviously inflated compared to the Yankees who have faced what Baltimore 3 times already or something along that line
Yeah,
or
but then
Oakland.
the Yankees also have beaten us, so I can't really say
Yeah,
anything. And we lost a 4 game series
I'm
to
just using
Cleveland.
them as an example.
Oh,
But
for sure.
you're right. Yeah, like although we've played hard teams, like they still got to hit these guys. Like this
Hmm.
isn't an excuse when it comes. I know it's still early and it's not throw the panic button yet. But I mean, unlike September or August when you're battling for playoff spots, it can't just be, oh well, we went up against Garrett Cole and
I want to go up against Cole. We hit the guy.
or not Garrett Cole. Who's the guy we didn't hit?
Nestor Cortez.
Mr. Cortez. That's the guy's name.
Hate that guy.
Cortez there. Oh, Cortez threw really good. That's guess we'll get him next time. Like, no, you got to hit the guy. You're getting
Hmm.
paid money, and their big guys aren't really performing. I mean,
Vlad is good.
Vladdy's good, but he's nowhere near the MVP numbers last year, and that's to be expected. Let's be real. He was special last year,
Yeah, but
right?
also I have to say is that everybody is down. I'm just
Yes,
telling you,
the biggest
everybody's
one
down.
to me, and I was just about to go to it, was Bo Bichette.
Hmm.
Looks lost. Like it's really bad. Bo looks lost. Like
And you know what's funny? He has a 91 WRC plus, so he's literally just above league average, or just under, sorry, league average, which still isn't that bad compared to other guys.
we're talking about a guy who a lot of people thought was going to be shortstop for the AL this year in the All Star game. That's what a lot of people thought. A lot of people thought he was going to have an All Star kind of season,
Hmm.
and he's just being average.
Yeah, I mean, another two other guys that are under average right now or below average are Gurriel and Chapman, who are 5 and 6 hitters, who are really supposed to be the guys driving in the runs. We know Gurriel will get hot at some point. It's just what he does. But Matt Chapman is striking out at quite an alarming rate, actually. He's striking out 29% of the time, which compared to just say Vlad, who's striking out 20% of the time, it's not very good. Or even Kirk, he's under 10%, which is amazing. Like, I might even contemplate moving Kirk up to the 6th spot because he's just,
I
at
mean,
least he's putting it in play.
to be real, Chapman's there for his defense. Like
I
everyone
know,
knew
I know.
Chapman was going to hit like 220, 230. If you
Hmm.
got 260 out of Chapman, you're living like amazing, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, right now he's
Um,
hitting 189, though.
yeah, like he's obviously you're right. He is slumping, but I mean he is a strikeout or put in play kind of guy.
Hmm.
One thing I'm worried about is just his power numbers aren't there. Besides the home runs, he really doesn't have any extra base hits.
Yeah, he doesn't have that
That's what this guy
many.
is. This guy's a doubles hitter, and he's just not hitting doubles.
To be fair, he
That's
did
what
do that
worries
in
me.
Oakland. So, like, it's more of a
Yes, I mean
pitcher
bigger
ballpark, so that
field.
means less home runs, more doubles, but still. Yeah. Other guys like Bradley Zimmer, negative 27 WRC plus. Let me tell you,
Yeah, yeah,
100 is average. He is negative 27.
I still don't understand that move to get Zimmer. Same with Tapia. I don't
He's at a
understand it.
44 WRC
Like I don't
plus.
understand it. I mean, there's just certain moves that they made that I'm questioning, and I was like, okay, well, maybe they see it. Maybe the guy goes off this year.
Hmm.
I don't see it. I don't see Tapia really being anything more than like a speed guy. Same with Zimmer. He's a defensive replacement in my mind.
Yeah, and it's good
Um,
that Teoscar is coming back right now.
I was about to say
Currently,
one thing that's also killed the Jays is injuries.
hmm
A little bit. Teoscar went down, and he's such a huge part of that lineup
massive part of that lineup.
that him coming back. Is he back yet? No. Yeah,
He is back. He's been back for
he
a
is
couple
back.
games, but it takes a little bit for his timing to come back,
Yeah.
so I'm not too worried. He still is above average right now.
The thing with Teoscar is once he gets his timing back, it's just gonna make the other guys better because now they're gonna have to throw the Vlad, right?
Yeah,
Without Teoscar in
exactly.
the lineup, they could pitch around Vlad. But now
Yeah.
they're gonna have to throw the Vlad. They're gonna have to throw the Loris. They're gonna have to throw the Bo. They're gonna have to throw George. Like it just Teoscar back benefits the entire lineup.
And
As well,
I do
another
want to
guy.
talk about
Go ahead.
just
Go
the
ahead.
bright after you go. I just want to talk about the upside that's coming in the future.
I was about to say, well, not the upside, but I was gonna mention some upside here on some guys who have been performing well, surprisingly that no one thought. Zach
Hmm.
Collins is unreal right now. Santiago Espinal is unreal.
He's doing really good.
And before he got hurt, Danny Jansen was doing unreal. Like those three were,
Hmm.
if you asked me at the beginning of the year, I wouldn't think they'd be the best Jays hitters, but I mean, you can make a case that they really have been this year.
Yeah, well, right now, currently, I'm going to take Danny Jansen off this list because he's played 3 games. George Springer is at 154 WRC plus, Vlad's at 153, and then Espinal is in third with 130.
I mean,
So,
Espinal's just, we always joke about it off recording, but he's basically driving Gio out of Toronto, unfortunately.
sadly,
Like,
I hate to say it.
sadly, this guy he's playing insane the middle, and you can play third base as a backup, and you can do it really well.
Hmm.
Like this, and he hits. Like I don't know what's going on. He's just hitting.
Yeah, and now I think let's end it off on a positive note. Recently, the Jays have started hitting just slightly better. I don't know if they brought the juice balls somewhat back, but in the first inning recently, we've seen the Jays really like get on that starter and just leave guys on base like we've been doing all season. So if like I don't believe we'll get that unlucky for the rest of the year. So I feel like we will start driving in more runs. And now that Teoscar's back, he'll get his timing back, be more pitches to Gurriel, Bo, Vlad, and even him. Gurriel, what's called Teoscar himself. So it's looking good, I would have to say. Like if
There
I were
is
to
a
bet money, I would say that from the beginning of the year to right now, which is May 12th, was the worst hitting we're gonna see all season from the Jays.
I was about to say, like, this Jays team is so talented that the reason it's like they're not hitting atrocious right now. They're hitting bad, but they're not
Hmm.
hitting atrocious.
Hmm.
Like, but everyone thought they were going to come out guns blazing, right? That's what everyone thought.
I mean, they did on
Guns
opening
blazing.
day. They
They
did.
did opening day, and then it just fizzled out from there.
Yeah, it's weird. Did MLB
I
have juice
agree with you.
balls on opening day or something?
Maybe I don't know, but I agree with you. Like, I think it is probably the worst stretch in the Jays hitting for this season. I would say probably April. I'll give them to the end of May.
Yeah, I mean, I will too.
End of May. I feel like that's gonna be the worst stretch for the Jays hitting. And come June 1st, I think they're gonna go off. I think they're just too talented not to, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and the upcoming series against Cincinnati, I think will be like that's the time where you guys got to start hitting the ball. Cincinnati's got 4 stupid wins on the season. Like hit the damn ball, sweep them, and then kick it into overdrive.
That's what they. I mean, one thing I'm just gonna mention really quick.
Hmm.
Even though the Jays haven't been hitting well, we've still been winning series games, which I'll take.
Except recently, which
Which
kind of sucks.
except the last two, but they've been winning series games, which is the big key because let's be real, it's playoffs or bust for the Jays this year.
Agreed. So, on that note, what do you guys think of the offense? Is it good? Is it bad? Will it get better? Will it stay the same? If it will, please don't get worse. And
I
yeah,
hope it gets better.
yeah. Any last thoughts, Daniel?
For Jays.
Yeah, cool. See you guys next time. Goodbye.